Hyun-Jin was he was good. He was really good. He came out with a lot of conviction. There were some 93s and 4s. The change was good. Cutter good. And just to kind of see him come out really tonight with a purpose and focus was really encouraging. And, you look back at that start and 3-2 to Rendon, decent changeup, hits it out for a home run, and, good at bat by Wieters, and hit a fastball, for a 2-out base hit. So that right there was sort of the difference in the game, and spun a breaking ball to Harper, but that ball had eyes. But if you look at the whole body of work, 7 innings, give up 4 runs, not a lot of quality contact. There were some strikeouts in there. So I think start to finish, this is, one of the best outings he's had all year.
And it's the first time he's gone and he's pitched into the 7th. So is this sort of one of those things, again, you're able to check off throughout the season that he can meet that mark?
Absolutely. And that's one of the things with Ryu, that early on coming off injury, to be able to hold velocity. And, tonight was the most he's pitched, and the most, the hardest I've pushed him. And, for him to get through 7 innings, 100 pitches, and to keep the stuff was there and it held. I think for him, it's something to build on.
Does he get another start?
He does. I don't know the exact date, but I think that Hyun-Jin is earned that opportunity.
You liked what Rio did. You left 7 on base, I believe. Do you feel like this was one of those nights where you just had a couple missed opportunities that ended up being the difference?
I think so. Rendon's a good. He sees the changeup well, and so got into 3-2 and left it up a little bit. And Wieters is on the fastball, so I think that if you take those 2 pitches out right there, it's a different ball game. But that's kind of pitch sequencing. But as far as pure stuff, Hyun-Jin, pretty dang good.
Dave, when you get to the 8th inning, I know you got to worry about the 9th and how your lineup looks there, but when you've got some of your best hitters on the bench because they hit left-handed, did you give any thought when Franklin was coming up to go, I know he's here to hit left-handers, but I got these best hitters and I got a guy in scoring position, and I don't know about the 9th?
Well, I think that you try to have I have confidence in all the players, but I think that there is something to the handedness, and Franklin didn't have his best night at the plate, but he's on this club to hit left-handed pitching, and I think if you look at our left-handed hitters and Yasmani being right-handed on the bench, their bodies of work, with a larger sample, maybe outside of Cody, hasn't been very productive. So, and you take Franklin and his body of work has been productive. So I think that I try not to, and you can't look at the 3 at-bats previous and just continue to give guys like that an opportunity to be productive.
How did you feel about Kike at first?
He was active over there, and there was a funky play in there where CT kind of had trouble with the grounder, but it was a bad throw. Kike, baseball player, he's an athlete, tried to make the most of it, but I thought he passed.
Bottom 6.
Go ahead.
Bottom 6, you guys were able to get some runs in and get the bats going. Did you feel like that was going to springboard? Were you just waiting for one more big hit and to keep that thing going?
I did. And I thought there were some good at-bats in there. CT with the big hit. And, that's the time we did, stressed Gio a little bit. But he managed to, induce some soft contact and get out of that inning. And I thought we had the young kid. I thought Rivera, I thought that we could get to him. And, plus stuff, doesn't really have the command. I thought we could get to him, but had a little bit of opportunity, but kind of let him off the hook.
You mentioned Gio. Why does he seem to be such a tough matchup for you guys?
I think that our guys are on the fastball, aggressive to the fastball, and he's a guy that commands probably his secondaries better than his fastball. And he pitched backward a lot tonight and threw the breaking ball for a strike when he needed to, and implemented the change as well. So a team like us, fastball hitting team, and when you get into good counts and he can strike his breaking ball, makes him tough.
Good to see Tommy Park.
It was. Stopped by the office, and he looked good tonight. He looked good, and to see him watching a baseball game was good for all of us.
Dave, excuse me, the Quakes are off tomorrow, or on Wednesday. So is that change? Like, I know we kind of going over the Justin Turner plans earlier. Is it just a matter of him getting a day in?
Yeah, you know what? I think what we're going to do is, after learning that, I think we're going to set up a controlled situation here, get some pitchers here to throw and kind of do a simulated situation for JT where he can get upwards around 10, 12 at-bats.